few days ago, I put up a video entitled, "Do you still think Pat Condell isn't a racist?" in response to Pat Condell's latest video in which he expresses support for the EDL. In this video, I would like to address some of the comments left by EDL and Pat Condell sympathisers. Islam is evil. They will destroy everything you value. Choose your side with wisdom. Know what Jesus warned about, and fight for what your ancestors fought to protect. Pat is all good, and has his head sorted right. If it's racist to support the EDL, then it's racist to be a civilized human being. Stop being a moronic cretin and work it out. Your country is under attack from evil. As I respond here, you believe in Jesus and you think Pat is all good. People who yell racist abuse in the streets, set fire to mosques and engage in other acts of violence are obviously not civilized human beings. His response: your review on reality is somewhat distorted. I suggest you get yourself a good Bible. As I respond again, the Bible is a book that features talking snakes, talking donkeys and magic fruit. Forgive me if I find your accusation that I have a distorted view of reality somewhat hypocritical. I repeat again, Pat Condell is one of the most aggressively outspoken atheists there is. To say Pat is all good and has his head sorted right while simultaneously being a Christian is absurd. This is why I simply cannot take either Christian or atheist supporters of the EDL seriously. If you're a Christian supporter, you are quite frankly the pot calling the kettle black. You do not get to criticise the Quran for being a book that condones and commands slavery, stoning people to death, homophobia, misogyny and witch burning, while simultaneously singing the praises of another book which condones and commands slavery, stoning people to death, homophobia, misogyny and witch burning. Perhaps you want to trot out the usual excuses made by a Christian apologist for these passages of the Bible. Before you do that, please tell me why I should listen to the excuses made by Christians for the Bible, but not the excuses made by Muslims for the Quran. If you're an atheist supporter, I can't help but notice you're being highly disproportionate in your antitheism, putting the majority of your focus onto one religion while giving leeway to another, when neither religion comes off well from the humanist standpoint. To those of you who choose to refer to Muslims as Nazi Islamofascists or anything similar, I would like to show you this. Take note that over 700,000 of the Indian troops who fought against the Nazis in World War II were Muslims. You would do well to bear this in mind before employing such appallingly hypocritical terminology. There are, of course, plenty of good reasons to oppose Islam, and there is an organisation devoted to this cause called the Council of Ex-Muslims of Great Britain. Let's look at what they have to say about the EDL. CEMB opposes Islamism and the far right, two sides of one coin. Council of Ex-Muslims of Britain unequivocally opposes the far right, including groups like the British National Party, English Defence League and Stop Islamisation of Europe. We fully support the findings of a One Law for All report called Enemies Not Allies, the Far Right, which gives evidence on why opponents of Sharia, apostasy laws and Islamism must also oppose the far right. With Islamism being a far right movement, they are two sides of the same coin. The far right and Islamists have similar ideologies, characteristics and aims. Both rely on religion. Both use a language of hate and are extremely xenophobic, misogynistic, homophobic and anti-Semitic. Both rely on indiscriminate violence and terrorism to intimidate the population at large. They are dogmatic and punish free thinkers and dissenters. They use threats and scaremongering to push forward their agenda. Both are vehemently anti-working class and the left. They believe in the superiority of their views and culture and deal harshly with anyone who transgresses. The world they have in mind is equally bleak, segregated, hateful and inhuman. Thank you for watching.